National Maulidur Rasul 2019 event was held on Saturday, 9 November 2019 at Axiata Arena Bukit Jalil. The event started from 7:45 am to 11:30 am, officiated by RTM and JAKIM.
Now, I will talk about organizer. There are two organizers, which are Jabatan Kemajuan Islam Malaysia, which is JAKIM as main organizer, meanwhile Radio Television Malaysia RTM as co-organizer in National Maulidur Rasul Celebration 2019 event. Here is the profile of JAKIM. The Department of Islamic Development Malaysia Jabatan Kemajuan Islam Malaysia, or JAKIM, is a Malaysian federal government department that manages Islamic matters with responsibility as planner who determine the development and progress of Islamic affairs in Malaysia. On 1 January 1997, the Department of Islamic Development Malaysia, JAKIM, formed to take over the power and responsibilities of Islamic Affairs Division. In 2019, National Maulidur Rasul event was directed by Datuk Haji Muhammad Nordin bin Ibrahim, which is the former director of JAKIM. There are many programs lists that place directly under the Director General of JAKIM to develop program of Ummah, which is Maulidur Rasul is one of the program involved. As a result, JAKIM also play a critical role in protecting Muslim consumer in Malaysia as they oversee halal certification, and it is JAKIM's job to reassure them that they should seek out halal items as directed by Sharia. I will brief about co-organizer profile background, which are Radio Television Malaysia RTM, also known as Department of Broadcasting. This first national public broadcaster of Malaysia, established on 1 April 1946, allows total entertainment with good source for receiving and spreading information, which leads to be the co-organizer of the event. It now has 6 television channels and 34 radio stations under its control. Knowing the facts of its rapid, affordable, and direct to all from the client, it is the most accurate source of receiving and spreading information, make they always become the #1 collaboration with others. With directed by Datuk Ruzaim bin Idris, the Director General of RTM and the Government of Malaysia, make it has become well known among Malaysia, particularly Chinese and Indian communities.
Alright, this is the main objective of the National Maulidur Rasul celebration, is to appreciate the sacrifice of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to form the religion of Islam. He has done a lot of sacrifice, drove out of his life to spread the religion of Islam, to people to be obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In this way, he expressed his love for his ummah. Next, the Maulidur Rasul celebration was also held to express the gratitude, thanks, goodwill to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to enhance the prestige and standard of the teaching profession in society. With this festival had, the community will appreciate his every sacrifice in spreading Islam with patience. The Maulidur Rasul celebration will be held every year on 12 Rabiul Awal. The last one is, the Maulidur Rasul celebration was held to show our love for the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam for his efforts to improve the faith of the Jahiliyah people. Although it was very challenging, but he remained patient in educating the religion. Therefore, this program is held to inspire the younger generation now and until the end of time.
The main reason why we choose this event video is because we saw the potential of this event as a good platform to create an awareness to all Muslims in Malaysia to bring more interest to deepen knowledge of Islam, and also for non-Muslim people, they also can learn and adding more knowledge about Islam indirectly. Moreover, the reason why we choose this event video is because we believe that this event can attract more teenagers, especially students, to join this event. This event might help the teenagers to gain more useful experience and concomitantly evade from immoral activities. Next, we choose this event as a token of remembrance for the day Prophet Muhammad SAW was born. As what we have analyzed, this event is quite important as a reminder for us to being together for celebrating our Prophet Muhammad born day by initiating zikr and increasing our ibadah. As Muslims, we should never forget about our Prophet Muhammad SAW struggles in upholding the religion of Islam.
So here is program tentative for National Maulidur Rasul Celebration 2019 on Saturday 9 November 2019 at Axiata Arena Bukit Jalil, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. At 7:45 am, the ceremony host was describing the atmosphere of the contingent parade in the grounds of the Axiata Arena. He gave some information about the program being held and told how many members of the contingent joining the march. At 7:55 am, launch of the parade was officiated by Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Dr. Mujahid bin Yusof, a minister in the Ministry Department. As a symbolic launch the event, he cut the balloons. Alright, so at 8 am, the procession will begin with salawat to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. At 8:15 am, the host talk about the theme entitled Negara Rahmah Ummah Sejahtera with the ambassador of Rahmah, which is Ustaz Husni Abdullah, about the program held. He told a little about the struggle of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to fight for Islam. So at 9 am, the procession was over and they began to enter the Axiata Arena Hall. So at 9:35 a.m., arrival of His Majesty Sultan Abdullah Riayatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah Ibni Al-Marhum Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Al-Musta'in Billah and Her Majesty Tunku Hajah Azizah Aminah Maimunah Iskandariyah binti Al-Marhum Al-Mutawakkil Allah Sultan Iskandar Al-Hajj. At 9:40 am, National Anthem Negara Gusong. So 9:45 a.m. opening prayers recitation of the ceremony from Yang Berhormat Tan Sri Sheikh Haji Ismail bin Muhammad. So at 10 a.m. the talk was delivered by Professor Madya Dr. Muhammad Farid Ravi, which is Chief Executive of College Islam Antarabangsa Selangor, Quiz. He gave a little briefing on the presence of Islam. At 10:15 a.m. the talk was delivered by Datuk Seri Dr. Mujahid bin Yusof, Minister in the Prime Minister's Department in charge of religious affairs in the Pakatan Harapan. He thanked those who were willing to attend the event. At 10:20 a.m., welcome speech from the Yang di-Pertuan Agong, Sultan Abdullah Riayatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah Ibni Al-Marhum Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Al-Musta'in Billah. So at 10:30 a.m., the announcement of the recipients of the National Maulidur Rasul Award. The first is Yang Ahmad Berhormat Datuk Seri Paduka Raja Datuk Haji Daud bin Muhammad, which is Chief Justice of the State of Kelantan and Syariah Law expert in Malaysia. The second is Professor Datuk Dr. Asma Ismail, National Research Reforms of Science, Technology and Innovation Landscape. Alright. The third one is Datuk Dr. Haji Khalid bin Ibrahim in Health Management. The last one is Tan Sri Lee Lam T, Humanity Activist. Alright. So at 10:50 am, announcement of the winners Maulidur Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam Parade Competition. The announcements was delivered by Datuk Muhammad Nordin Ibrahim, the Head Director of Jabatan Kemajuan Islam Malaysia, which is JAKIM. So at 10:55 a.m., the ceremony concluded with a special performance from guest artists, which is Datuk Jalaluddin Hassan, Fauziah Datuk Ahmad Daud and others. So the last, the closing of an event at 11:20, the closing ceremony ended with a salawat on the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
The National Maulidur Rasul Ceremony 2019 was begin with the opening speech given by the moderator, which is Adlina Hani binti Abdul Hamid and Ustaz Rizwan Awang, live from Axiata Arena, Bukit Jalil. From the speech given, there were mentioned about the activities that will be held during the day, starting from the procession and will adjudicate by the JAKIM, which is Jabatan Kemajuan Islam Malaysia, and other few organisations. Revelation of comment from the Yang Maha Mulia Seri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong and giving the prime award to the winner of processions. Also, Ustaz Rizwan has mentioned the main objective of having this event is to express our love toward the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Next, this event was continued by the reporter, which is Shafiq Zulkafli, that showing the audience the preparation made by the procession team before they start the marching. He also mentions there are 8,000 people who take part for this event, consists of government, non-government, student, and other few more organizations. Moreover, the reporter, which is Shafiq Zulkafli, has mentioned about the prizes for the winner. The first place will get RM5,000 with a trophy. The second place will get 4,000 ringgit with a trophy, and the third place will get 3,000 ringgit with a trophy. To be a winner, the procession team are judged from their creativity on decorating their banners, well organized, neat uniform, discipline, and be creative to sing the salawat. Lastly, Datuk Seri Dr. Mujahid bin Yusof completing the opening ceremony of this event by release the balloon into the air and ring the air horn as a gimmick. After he done with the opening gimmick, Datuk Seri Dr. Mujahid bin Yusof and a few more VVIP also joined the procession team and start the marching together.
Sultan Abdullah Riayatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah Ibni Al-Marhum Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Al-Musta'in Billah was born on 30 July 1959 in Pekan Pahang as Regent as the 16th Yang di-Pertuan Agong of Malaysia and the 6th Sultan of Pahang since January 2019. He was proclaimed as a Sultan on 24 January 2019, succeeding his father Sultan Ahmad Shah, whose abdication was decided at a Royal Council meeting on 11 January 2019.
Now it is about the profile of Chief Executive of College Islam Antarabangsa Selangor Quiz. Professor Madya Dr. Muhammad Farid Ravi was born in the year of 1978 with origin in Kampung Sungai Johrawang, Selangor. He is a graduate of Usuluddin Bachelor degree from Al-Bayt University, Jordan. Dr. Haji Muhammad Farid Ravi Abdullah has a special master degree in the Quran. Most recently, he holds a PhD in Tafsir and Ulum Al-Quran from the University of Jordan. Professor Madya Dr. Muhammad Farid Ravi currently holds the position of Chief Executive of College Islam Antarabangsa Selangor and also has contributed to the local media by authoring articles.
Born in October 21st, 1964 in Penang, Malaysia, Datuk Seri Dr. Mujahid Yusof Rawat, also known as Mujahid Yusof Rawat, was a former minister in the Prime Minister Office as a Minister of Religious Affairs. During 2019, he served as a Minister of Religious Affairs under the 7th Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. He has been serving as one of the members of the parliament in Parit Bunta since 2008. He is the son of the former Malaysia Islamic Party, or PAS, President Yusof Rawah. He has a PhD in political science. Subsequently, on July 2nd, 2018, he was appointed as a minister in the Prime Minister's Department for Religious Affairs until 2020.
Sultan Abdullah Samri's speech, he said that every Muslim are waiting to have Rabiul Awal every year as birthday of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Second, make Rasulullah as role model for all generation. Third, the nature of affection must be nurtured. Fourth, the recipe to manage the nation that multiracial is respect and love for each other. Then, keep companionship universal and demand justice. Last but not least, hopes that Malaysia can appreciate and practice Islam. Do not wasting the best figure as example, and ask Allah for grace Rasulullah. Keeping response to make the nation unite, safe.
In his speech, Professor Madya Dr. Muhammad Farabi said that he is very grateful to be born in Malaysia because of the various blessings that God has given so long to live in peace, love, tolerance, regardless of skin color, race, language, and others. Then he shared the story of the past when he was in teenagers with friends, enjoying the favors that God have given around him, to some extent recalling sweet memories in the hope that God will restore the atmosphere in harmony and preserve. At the end of his speech, he ended with a poem, which meant hoping that people will have a great country and insists for people not to misuse the environment since this leads to the earth become sedimentary soon.
Datuk Seri Dr. Mujahid bin Yusof start off his speech with paying respect toward His Majesty, Kebawah Duli Yang Maha Mulia Seri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong 16 Al-Sultan Abdullah Riayatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah Ibni Al-Mahum Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Al-Mustafa In Billah and Her Majesty Tunku Azizah Aminah Maimunah Iskandaria. Then he started to address another important guest before he started to talk about Maulidur Rasul. He thanks JAKIM, Ministry and all the departments for making the event and say that the strategic cooperation like this is always become the momentum for making and completing the event smoothly. He ends his speech with a thank you towards all the people who are involved in the making of National Maulidur Rasul 2019 and in hope that all the efforts that they put in this event will be blessed by Allah Subhanahu Wa Ta'ala and wishing for His Majesty and Her Majesty a good health to continue ruling Malaysia in harmony. Axiata Arena does not need any introductions in the event scene in Malaysia. This venue is fully equipped to cater to almost stage configuration with one capacity. It was in the premise of the National Sport Complex of Bukit Jalil, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Axiata Arena was originally named Putra Indoor Stadium and has been used for multiple occasions and events such as concert, hosting Hari Merdeka in 2010, and Axiata Arena also was used as a main venue for the gymnastic competitions during the Kuala Lumpur 1998 Commonwealth Games. Putra Indoor Stadium was then rebranded as Axiata Arena as an effort towards building a sporting nation on 16th January 2017, making it the first corporate named stadium partnership between Axiata Group Sdn Bhd and Perbadanan Stadium Malaysia, or PSM. National Maulidur Rasul Celebration 2019 had approximately 8,000 participants from the parade competitions. With a maximum capacity of 16,000 seating, Axiata Arena has the highest capacity among other indoor venues in Malaysia, thus making it suitable to use for National Maulidur Rasul Celebration 2019. Alright, for the co-sponsorship is RTM. RTM was started on 1st April 1946. RTM also began as a broadcasting radio, which is Radio Malaya and the Blue Network are the first two radio stations. The transmitters were initially stationed in Singapore and also in Kuala Lumpur was opened in 1950. So, with Malaya's independence on 31st August 1957, Radio Malaya was split into two separate stations. The original studios in Singapore were taken over by a new station called Radio Singapura, and Radio Malaya was relocated to Kuala Lumpur, where it began broadcasting on 1st January 1959. On the day Malaysia was born, 16th September 1963, it was renamed as Radio Malaysia, with transmissions beginning with their trademark words, Inilah Radio Malaysia. So in 2019, the Malaysian Radio and Television Company, which is RTM, became one of the sponsors for the National Maulidur Rasul Celebration program held on 9 September 2019 at Axiata Arena Bukit Jalil. The purpose of the RTM sponsor is to broadcast the parade to enliven the atmosphere through RTM Mobile, MyClick, TV1 Live FB RTM, and YouTube channel RTM.
This event was held at Axiata Arena and live in television and also social media. They provide live streaming via TV1, MyClick, RTM Mobile apps, Facebook and YouTube Live. This recorded video still keeps in Facebook and YouTube Live.
National Maulidur Rasul 2019 is one of the biggest event in Malaysia because it was attended by Kebawah Duli Yang Maha Mulia Seri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullah Riayatuddin Al-Mustafa Bilal Shah and Kebawah Duli Yang Maha Mulia Raja Permaisuri Agong Tunku Hajah Azizah Aminah Maimunah Iskandaria. The places chosen, which is Axiata Arena Bukit Jalil, is a strategic place because there can fit more than 10,000 people at one time. This event was joined by 8,000 people with 101 contingent from 7 categories including governmental and private agencies, statutory entities, uniform bodies, non-governmental organization, and students from the higher education institution and also schools. The event was also broadcasted live on several major channels such as RTM, TV1, Ikim FM, and YouTube. The procession began after the opening ceremony was performed by Datuk Seri Dr. Mujahid bin Yusof, Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, and Yang Berhormat Hajah Fauziah binti Saleh, Deputy Minister in the Prime Minister's Office.
Now, I will continue to brief more about main content of the event. Datuk Seri Dr. Mujahid bin Yusof, along with other VIP, started the procession and was followed by the procession participants. The main event is a show that evaluates Malaysian creativity in several factors, including marching uniformity, neatness of clothing, participant discipline, creativity of banners, and uniqueness of selawat reciting, and will marching estimate 1 km to Axiata Arena Bukit Jalil. Finally, at the culmination of the event, the awarding of the Maulidur Rasul Icon and the Prime Award was given by Kebawah Duli Yang Maha Mulia Seri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullah Riayatuddin Al-Mustafa Bilal Shah to the winners.
The Royal Malaysia Police, or known as PDRM, Polis Diraja Malaysia, are one of the uniform bodies that involved during the National Maulidur Rasul 2019 event. PDRM is the uniform national and federal police force in Malaysia. The main headquarters located at Bukit Aman, Kuala Lumpur. As from 4 May 2021, the police force is directed by an Inspector General Police named Sani bin Abdullah Sani. Moreover, the Royal Malaysia Police PDRM was formed on 25 March 1870. From the motto that has been created, which is police and the community will not be separated, we can saw their important role as the protector that are willing to assist the people's welfare. The importance of the Royal Malaysian Police involved into this event are to make sure that the event went smoothly and safely. As what we have known, this event was joined for about 8,000 people, and if the event was uncontrolled, many unwanted incidents might be happen, such as fights and many other more situations.
The second medical aids and emergency services is Malaysia Red Crescent Society. It is known as non-profit humanitarian organization that aims to promote humanitarian principle while offering assistance and public education, increases management and community healthcare. With having 16 branches in Malaysia, it has become active formation of donation and volunteers responded in event or disaster, leading by National Chairman Tunku Puteri Intan Safinas. However, there are many programs invited Malaysia Red Crescent Society, including National Maulidur Rasul Celebration 2019 event, to act as an assistance service to the authorities, providing first aid hands being frontliners, incorporating the programs to run smoothly. For example, there are activities where contingents compete in a 1 km long parade at Axiata Arena, which can lead occurrence of small or large accidents throughout the program, such as direct injuries that can caused by the contingent, which is overstretching or having muscle spasms involving muscles, tendons, and ligaments.
Pasukan Sukarelawan Malaysia, RELA or Home Guard are already known in Malaysia. Home Guard or RELA was established to maintain local security when emergency happened in 1948. The members consist from the volunteer villager, no matter man or woman. Among the job of RELA are act as government's little ambassador in spirit and implementation government policy, implement cooperation network with security teams and other enforcement agencies, doing society activities and local social economy, and also being a role model for new generation by appropriate training. This RELA team is also joined the procession in National Maulidur Rasul 2019 event, including PDRM, JBBM, Bomber, JKR and the other teams. After they finish the procession, they have to keep the event working smoothly. RELA and other enforcement agencies are required to stay inside and outside Axiata Arena to avoid as if natural disaster or human treachery happen.
After the award ceremony, before the event end, there were a performance by various artists such as Datuk Jalaluddin Hassan, Fauziah binti Ahmad Daud, a nasyid performance by Aula Group and Erdiki Barat. Datuk Jalaluddin Hassan talked about the sign of the birth of the one who lead all Muslim, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and how Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was chosen as a prophet. While Fauziah Ahmad Daud performance was about
was a poem about how great Prophet Muhammad is and thanking Rasulullah SAW for everything he did for his ummah. After the performance by the artists were done, a DK Barat performance by DK Arjuna Sukma, followed by performance from Aula with the song Cintaku Padamu Seluas Angkasa.
So, after the completion of the performance from the nasyid group, the end event continued with Salawat to the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Next, the MC Ustad Muhammad Hariri thanked to the participants who performed. Before the departure of the King and the Queen, he thanked them for attending the Maulidur Rasul celebrations. As a symbolic of the closing of the ceremony, it ended with the national anthem, which is Negaraku Song. Then, the King and the Queen departed out of the Axiata Arena Hall. After finishing all the events, MC Ridzuan Awang and Adlina Hani gave a little message that every Muslim should salawat to Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam every day to get intercession from him.
Next is for the strength and weakness of the event. The strength for this event is that the way it was organized. The parade was joined by 8,000 participants. This is such a good management by the organizer because they need to make sure that the event runs smoothly. And since the event was also attended by Agong and Permaisuri Agong, thus making it very important to make sure there is no mistakes during the ceremony. Next is the location. Axiata Arena was a good choice since it can fit all 8,000 participants from the parade, all the reporters, photographers, performers, and all the staff that were working behind the scene.
So, there are a few weaknesses from the end event. First, there were some issues regarding the sound system because during the DK Barat performance, the sound was too loud that the audience cannot hear the words they were saying. Okay. Second is the event does not have any post-event recognition. Post-event recognition is a must for an event because during the post and event recognition, they will express their gratitude for all the VIPs performance, staff, people who joined the parade, and all the people who helped the event to run smoothly. Third, reinforce the medical and emergency services. The event needs to set up more emergency teams when the parade is underway. It can be seen more clearly that it can make it easier for people to contact when an emergency occurs. In addition, they also need to upgrade security personnel to reduce unwanted incidents. For example, they need to provide emergency services close to the stage so that it is easy to use in the event of an emergency. So the last one is improve the marketing strategies to ensure the programs will become well known. For example, the event needs to provide more marketing strategies such as they can provide banners to attract people to know more about the event being organized. So in addition, they can also add more interesting information and photos about the event being held on social media and website to attract people to join the upcoming event.
There are few recommendations that we suggested for this event. The first one is to reinforce the medical and emergency services. The successful of an event may be assisted in variety of ways, but the most important is to be assisted in the terms of safety. Hence, they need to be considered the responsible agency in the event if any emergency occurs, such as ambulance services, police, and fire department. The emergency team must be easily visible so that those in need of assistance may get in touch with them easily. From this event, we analyzed that they need to improve their security personnel to reduce unwanted incidents such as fights or any other situation that might involve others' life. For the second recommendation, they need to improve their marketing strategies to ensure that the program will be well known. Event marketing is a marketing technique that incorporates actual involvement in create and strong brand image, event or organization. There are few marketing strategies that they can use, such as banner. The banner should be an eye-catching banners to increase people's curiosity in learning more about the event. Also, they can add more information and interesting photos about the past successful event in social media and websites to attract people to join the upcoming event.
The third recommendation is post-event recognition should be done for every event to express the appreciation towards the team members, whether the channel partners, employees, or anybody else involved in making the event success. Our recommendation is to give any gift or acknowledgement, no matter how simple, can make them pleased and motivate them to become an active member. It is important to maintain and elevate the image of the organizer. Last but not least, we recommend to improving the sound system. As mentioned in the weakness, there are problems regarding the sound system during the DK Barat performance. The sound was too loud and distract the audience concentration. The technical group should make at least 2 times rehearsal to make sure all things are in good condition and will not ruin the actual event.